What's up, Berry Pony? I'm Nether Dragon, and I'm back for another episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And tonight I'm doing Season 7, Episode 13, The Perfect Pair. Now, that's obviously a pun on the perfect pair, P-A-I-R. So it must mean two ponies that are perfect for each other? Could be any pony, so let's just jump right in. 3, 2, 1, go. Talk about Pear Jam?
Oh, thank you. You must be new. I'm Apple Bloom.
I'm Grand Pear.
Welcome
Wait,
to Ponyville.
Pear?
You mean welcome back to Ponyville. Grand Pear was originally from here before he
Really?
opened his famous Pear Jam store in Vancouver.
Really? Why'd you move back?
I needed
So
a
if the episode's called The Perfect Pair and he's a
Huh.
pair, I don't know.
This is delicious. I can't believe I've gone my whole life without ever having this.
Glad you like it.
How much?
No.
Wow. Thanks, Mr.
Well,
Grand
that's
Pear, sir.
generous.
It was real nice meeting you.
The generous of Grand Pair. Wow, that's a
Glad you're back,
perfect
Sugar Cube.
hit.
Just in time for breakfast for dinner.
I got
Best.
the perfect topper for flapjacks at the market today.
Pear jam? What were you thinking? Quick, hide it!
What's wrong with Pear Jam?
Huh?
I guess it is an apple jam, so maybe they don't like anything that isn't apple jam, which means they don't like strawberry jam, which obviously, well, we know Applejack doesn't like strawberries, so no strawberry jam. No any jam? That seems a little. You get tired of apple jam after a while. That even is a thing. I might just be saying random words, but well, let's see what this episode's all about. It is the season 13, so it could be what would be referred to as mid-season finale.
Big deal. It's
If
just
that, I
Pear
think that's like
Jam.
around. Yes,
the
basically
big
the.
deal is that there is a long-standing
So,
feud
hopefully it's a
between
good
the
one.
apples and the pears.
Yep.
Why?
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 Well, actually, I'm not really sure. You have any idea? Big Mouth?
Really? Then why are you?
Nope.
Then I guess we should
Okay.
ask Granny? Ask me what?
What goes better with apple fritter flapjacks? Caramel syrup or praline?
Praline? Oh, that smells great, Applejack. I'm gonna go wash up for supper. Be right back.
Listen, Sugar Cube. Anytime Big Mac and I ever ask Granny about the feud or the pears, she'd get so upset she couldn't
But
talk.
if the pears haven't
Let's
been,
not
if the
bring it
pear
up.
jam hasn't been around for a while, how do you even know about
Okay,
it?
but that Grand Pear
For that
was
matter, how do
really
you even know
nice
about
to
pears
me,
at all
even
if
though I'm an apple.
he's been gone
I
for a
wonder
while?
What happened.
Me too. But
Oh.
if we can't ask Granny, I don't know who. We can ask Goldie Delicious. If any pony knows about the feud, it's the family historian.
Hey, look at that, Big Mac! You now get a speaking role in this episode.
Sibling trip first thing tomorrow?
More than just yep and nope. You actually get a speaking role. Peter New does, I guess. That is kind of creepy. That cat.
Now that's
Fall.
how you make an entrance. Or is it an exit? Well, anyway,
Oh?
it's so wonderful to see you three. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, Goldie, we were hoping you could tell us about the feud with the apples and the pears.
Oh dear. Well, does Granny Smith know you're here?
No.
No, ma'am. But I ran into Grand Pear yesterday, and he was real nice. Maybe the feud was a misunderstanding or something, and we
Maybe.
can fix it.
Well, I don't know about that, little one, but if it's the story you're after, I suppose you have a right to know. Now, let's see here. I've got a stack of books here someplace. Oh, Apple Family History, Volume 1.
Right to
37.
know about what?
Here we are.
If it's a
Feud
history,
with
it
the
would be
pears.
right to know.
I mean, pears. My eyes ain't what they used to be. A long time ago, Sweet Apple Acres wasn't the only farm in Ponyville. In fact, there was another one just right next door.
But to be fair, the apple farm was built
Time to get your
first,
Nothing
so
sweeter than biting into a crisp
I don't know
apple
what I'm
on a
saying.
beautiful fall day.
Unless, of course, you
Wow.
can bite into a juicy pear.
Please, pears are just what happens when you ain't no good at farming apples.
dang.
Are nature's candy. Apples are sour, like the expression on your face right now.
And so it went.
Oh, they
Granny
both
and
look so
Grandpa
young.
were always at each other. Who was the best farmer? Who took better care of their trees? If Granny read to her trees at night,
And then the little tree.
Well, I guess I know where Applejack got that from.
And the moon said, good night.
why then
Reading the
Grandpa had
Bloomberg, you know.
special blankets made for his trees so they wouldn't get cold.
I don't know if that's good for trees, but okay.
Got you covered. Mhm.
In fact, all the apples and the pears were rivals to the core.
Rivals to the core.
The only apple and pear who ever got along were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter.
Who?
I'm not supposed to talk to you.
I'm not supposed to talk to you either.
My mom says if you hold a buttercup under your chin, it'll make your chin glow. But it doesn't work on
Bright
me.
Macintosh, I
See?
think he said.
Does it work on me?
It sure does, Buttercup.
That name makes me think of Big Mac.
I like that name.
Big Macintosh?
Wait an apple picking minute. Bright Mac and Buttercup, those are our parents' names.
What?
Buttercup was just a nickname your father gave your mother.
Okay, so we get to learn about the
That was her nickname.
parents.
Are you
Okay.
saying our mother was a pear?
That would make you half pears. What the fuck?
So we are half pear?
Can't believe it. How did we not know?
Well, no pony called your mother Pear Butter. And her cutie mark was a preserved jar, but pear butter don't look too much different from apple butter, so no clue
I
there.
guess.
Is there anything else you can tell us about them?
I know they loved each other very much. They had that magical, star-kissed, other side of a rainbow kind of love.
Those poor cats.
You couldn't be around them too long and not feel a little bit lighter than air yourself.
Anything else?
I'd need volume 138 for that. I'm sure I could wrangle it in a couple of days.
That's
Uh-huh.
all right, Goldie. It was nice just to hear it.
Oh, I just remembered something. Your dad and his buddy
It's nice to
Burnt Oak would get
hear.
in all kinds of trouble together as colts.
Burnt Oak? The firewood sales pony? I haven't seen him in ages.
He and your dad were thick as thieves back in the day. Y'all should talk to him.
Why do you even have a big cat?
Well,
Jaguar, lion, tiger, whatever
what
that.
can I do
not
for you? I
Jaguar,
know you're not here for firewood. You got more
feline in
trees
your
than any
house,
pony in
Goldie.
Ponyville.
You're right, but we're not here for that.
Come to ask about your dad?
Yep.
Well, I wondered if you might. Hoped you would. It's nice to talk about him.
So does that imply that they are
We had
actually
a lot of laughs.
dead?
In fact, this one time,
Wow, that's
we were racing
well,
to see
I'll talk
who
about
could
that after this
kill
episode's
the
over.
fastest, and Bright Mac was leading me in the dust. He would have won too if he wasn't so
You know-
distracted.
Bright Mac does kind of look like. I'm trying to see if I see some resemblance to Applejack and Big Mac and Apple.
Oh,
Maybe the hair is similar to. I'll have to look at a picture of all of them to really look at them.
You didn't do it, sir.
excuse me?
The water silo. It was my fault.
Wow, that's big coming to your rival
New silo,
enemy
boy.
and admitting it.
Come with me. No daughter of mine is going to make goo-goo eyes at an apple.
He just did.
Grandpa never would have known it was your father's fault.
but there was no way he'd let your mother.
Okay,
take
yeah,
the
Apple
blame
or
for something he did.
Apple Bloom's hair.
So Dad
Yeah.
was super honest. Apple doesn't fall far
Apple
from
Bloom's
a true
hair
love,
and
Jack.
Your dad worked the apple farm all day.
And,
then
of course,
headed over to
Apple
Pear's on
Jack's
the
hat.
boats to fix the water silo. I didn't see him for weeks. Not that he minded. Gave him a chance to get to know your mom.
Did you know our mom too?
Buttercup was a real peach of a pear. But if you want to know
Peach of
more
a
about
pear.
her, you should ask Mrs. Cake.
Really?
Cake?
She and your mom were inseparable when they were fillies.
Then
Wow.
let's go. Thanks, Burnt Oak.
That's interesting. We get to see all these different known and unknown
Would it
background
be okay
characters.
if we stop by again sometime to hear more stories?
I'd like that very much.
Well, cinnamon sugar on toast. All 3 Apple siblings. Hi, Mrs. Cake. We heard you and our ma used to be real good friends, and we were hoping
Which makes me
could tell us
wonder, how are
about
you
it.
just now hearing about all this? Why wouldn't you have questioned it a long time
I never knew the
ago?
right time to bring it up, but I'm so glad you came. For starters, did you all know that it was your mom who convinced me to pursue baking?
What isn't your name, Mrs. Cake?
Not always. Back when I was Chiffon Swirl, I
That's
had
a
no idea what I
name.
was supposed to do. But one day, your mom brought me some candied pears, eggs, flour, sugar, and vanilla, and told me to just be creative. Next thing I knew, I was whipping up pear upside down cake, and I got my cutie mark. It was like she knew what I was supposed to do long before I did. Just like you, Sugar Cube.
Yeah,
You're just
okay.
like
That's
her.
a way to
was
retcon that
the
into the
first of
show.
many cakes for me, and Buttercup was with me through it all. She'd be my taste tester, help with the decorating,
Wow, she did everything.
and prep new ingredients. Over the years, I perfected my recipes. Your mom did so much for me. One day, I wanted to surprise her with a cake.
That's definitely looks like Apple Bloom's hairstyle. And skin color. But I don't really see anything on Buttercup there that would be similar to any one of them.
It's just you.
Maybe the hair,
Sorry. I
tail.
just brought you a little something to say thank you. But I see you're busy.
A bit.
Promise you won't say anything?
But Granny might.
What in tarnation are you doing, Brat Mac? We do not fraternize with pears. Do we? You and Bright Mac? Oh, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Your families hate each other.
Yeah, no
Can't help it.
kidding.
We just sorta happened.
Then Pear Butter told me the sweetest love story I have ever heard.
Happy 131,456 hour anniversary, darling.
That's very oddly specific.
That's way longer than we've been together.
I know, but it's the anniversary of the first time I called you Buttercup.
Okay, that's pretty
It's
sweet,
okay
actually.
if you didn't get me anything.
Well, very subtle there, Bright
I
Mac.
did.
A guitar for me, but I don't know how to play.
Quiet, you.
Oh, we're getting a song, maybe?
We're far apart
Yep.
in every way, but you're the best part of my day. And sure as I breathe the air, I know we are the perfect pair on a prickly path that goes on for miles. But it's worth it just to see you smile.
And they didn't. They're too busy arguing. Knows they ran away.
And I cannot be pulled apart from the hold you have in my heart. And even if the world tells us it's wrong, you're in my head like a catchy song.
Wow, it's just wow.
That's
Do you like
a
it?
pretty good song.
Now.
It's the best best gift you could have
sweet,
given.
and it's also
Seasons change and leaves may fall, but I'll be with you through them all. And rain or shine, you'll always be mine. On a prickly path that goes on for miles, you're the only one who makes it all worthwhile. And you should not blame me too if I can't help falling in love with you.
Hey,
Aw.
no fair. I was gonna tell you the same thing.
You're just mad I beat you to it.
I'm telling you, I was gonna pull you up, cover your eyes, lead you over here,
okay. But yeah, that was a really good
and say,
song.
surprise! And then you'd say, oh, Bright Mac, I love it. And then I'd say, I love you. Too bad it didn't work out, though.
Yep, too bad.
The pears are moving.
What? So
I mean, I figured the
then,
pears
I mean,
moved, but
yeah,
I didn't know
'cause
all that stuff
Grandpa
happened
was not
before
there,
with
but-
Granny and Grandpa.
He must have been really hard on our parents.
that song was really
Oh, it
touching,
was.
though. Yeah,
We're
though.
moving to Vancouver? But that's so far.
It's what's best. There's acres of untouched land and a warehouse to make our jams. We'll get to expand our business.
So that's all you care about, isn't
Get
it,
away
Grandpa?
from those gosh darn apples.
Pear Butter was devastated, but seeing no way out of it, she did what she had to do.
So, that's it?
What do you want me to do, Bright Mac? We're moving. I love you, but I have to stay with my family.
Then
So they're
Bright
both about
Mac did the
family.
most romantic
Or I
thing
guess
I've
that's
ever
maybe
seen
that's where
any
Applejack
pony
gets
do.
her.
We're gonna need one more pony to tell that story.
Mayor, you knew our parents?
Not as well as Mrs. Cake, but I did play a part in their love
Huh,
story. The
really?
night before the Pear family moved, Bright Mac asked me to meet him at the edge of Sweet Apple Acres.
Maybe the fur color of Buttercup
I
is
don't want to be apart from you.
something.
Ever. I'm not sure what we'll do.
Yeah,
but
I see
I'm
the
sure
resemblance in
us.
Big Mac,
So sure that
Bright
I'd
Mac.
marry you today.
but not with Buttercup.
I would too.
Unless it's like the fur color or hairstyle,
I
maybe the
think that's my
tail,
cue.
maybe, I don't know.
I had the honor of
What are you
officiating
wearing,
your
Mayor?
parents' secret wedding, and it was perfect. Bright Mac knew Buttercup wouldn't want a big splash.
Reminds me of some pony else I know.
Yep.
So they had a
Yeah
special way
and
to
no,
seal their
considering
vows.
how Big Mac used.
I now pronounce you.
I
What
don't
is
know.
going on? What's with all these hair candles?
Pear Butter, where are you? You're supposed to be packing. What are you two doing?
Ma, Grandpa, Buttercup and I are in love.
And we'll be married.
And
as
they
soon
just
as
now
Mayor Bear
realized
says,
it.
"Oh, I
It
know
was
what
pretty
you want."
obvious, though.
Doesn't that feel nice? Mwah.
An actual kiss in the show.
What are you talking about?
I think.
Mary?
First time they
Don't
actually
you
showed
hate
it.
me married?
Finally, something we can agree on. Pear Butter, enough of this nonsense. We're moving. And you gotta
Well-
stick with your family.
Now both are her family. So who
The apples are my family now too.
who are you gonna stick with? Your family or your family? Wow, that would be a
Are you
tough
choosing
decision.
to be an apple over being a pear?
Are you making me choose?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
Then yeah, I guess I am.
Fine.
Can't believe Grandpa just
And I guess
bumped that
Grandpa never
ball
came
like that.
back, so that would
Wonder
mean
Granny
that
never told us
be the
about
last
any
time.
of this.
Unless,
These
of
things
course,
are never easy.
Buttercup
And
went
it's
to
hard to
see
know
her
when it
father
is a good
after that. That was the
Seems
last
to
time
me
they
that
ever saw
now's
each
as
other.
good a time as any.
To talk to both our
It's
grandparents.
sadder when you think about it by that logic. And that means that their last time together was
I'm
fighting.
Applejack, and this here's Big Macintosh.
but you already know who
Sadder
we are,
now.
don't you?
Sure do.
Did you really move to Ponyville just for a change of pace?
No.
Then you came here because you're sorry and you want to get to know us too?
I mean, it's a little late, but I guess you are now. Could be sorry.
So angry.
Older now.
But I never.
It's in the past, Grandpa. Oh, can I call you Grandpa Pear?
Sure can.
Now, where'd you all get to? I ain't seen Hydra Harriers all day.
We've been all over, learning about our parents.
Me, you have?
And our grandfather.
So, you're back, hmm?
Sure am. Never should have left.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Finding you and learning all about Mom and Dad, I feel like I found a piece of me I
Yeah.
don't even know what's missing.
I mean, now I can
Hearing
respect
their story
Applejack
makes me feel
after hearing their
closer to them
story.
somehow.
I'm sorry. I should have told you all about her sooner.
And I should have been here. I can't believe I let a silly feud keep me from my family.
Nothing's
He
keeping
never
you from
came
us
back until now,
Let's
which
not
was
miss anything else.
now not be angry.
Applejack's right. Welcome back, prickly old Pear.
Thanks, you old crabapple.
Now that we're all together, there's something we want to show you. Mom and Dad left us something to remember them by. Come on.
What? Okay, how long has that been there, and are they just now discovering it, or?
It's impossible.
Because if that's been there all this time and they've never
If anything's
cared
gonna make
for it,
through,
then
it's apples and pears.
I don't know. I'm not gonna question too much in this episode, more than I have. Oh, song like that at the intro, exit, whatever I'm calling it. I'm trying to say. But damn, that episode definitely hit the feels. And like I said, I'm doing my best to hold it together while I'm recording this, but that was definitely an episode. Wow. It's definitely going to be up there in the S or A episodes. I would say it's an S episode, but there are some damn good episodes so far that I cannot say if this will make it into the top 5 A episodes or the top 5 S episodes. It'll be somewhere in those episodes, I'm going to say. Because we're halfway through the season, so I don't think there's going to be an episode that's going to top this with the remaining 13 episodes. So there could. It'll be tough, though. Of course, I don't really count the finale as... I mean, for ranking-wise, I guess I do kind of count them, but it's one episode, so it's a little weird in that regard. But anyways, I'm going to need a minute here. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm going to take a minute break, and then I'll be doing my next episode shortly here. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.